My name is Mason Robertson, expert angler and extreme outdoorsman, and this is Buckyette Outdoors. Today I am searching for a trout terror, a trout capable of causing fatal injury to a human being. But I might be able to find, ooh, there's a fish. All right, there is a fish already. This is a wild brown trout, it looks like. That's beautiful. I did not expect to catch one here, but I do have a net, so let's get a good look at this guy. Here is this not native, but wild brown trout. Right there he is. Beautiful little trout, but they do grow teeth. Now, I don't know if you can see him in its mouth there.
Although this is the right fish species, it is not the size needed to cause fatal injury to a human. It does not have the size teeth required. I let this fish go and continue my search up the stream, where I switched to a streamer rig, which is meant to mimic a smaller bait fish darting through the water, which these larger fish typically solely feed on once they reach a certain size, because flies do not sustain them.
Around 18 inches. Once they reach this size, they typically continue to eat these bait fish, because smaller things such as nymphs and other kinds of small bugs don't sustain the brown trout. So if there is a giant in here, it'll take this. I just don't know if they're gonna want what I'm offering today. Give it a little bit of action. Ooh, ooh, ooh! Trout, 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 trout!
I end up hooking into a 14-inch rainbow trout, which is not the species I'm looking for, but it is a trout. Rainbow trout are not typically known to have large teeth or be a predatory fish.
But it is a decent sized trout, and it'll give us a better look at what these trout could possibly do to a human being. It is a brown trout. No, it's not. It's a rainbow. It's a rainbow. It's a rainbow. False alarm. False alarm. But this is a decent trout, and they don't stock the fish up through here, if I'm not mistaken. This fish could possibly have been here for years. That was so cool how it came up and took it. I don't want him to go up in those. No, 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 no. Get out of that snag. Get out of that snag. You're not getting out of that. I just hope my knot holds up. Need to keep him from getting out into those trees. It's a little hard with this fly rod. I can't tell him where I want him to go. All I can do is keep the heat on him and hope that he comes near me. I'm gonna get down into the water in position to where I could net this fish real quick. No, get away from that. I don't want to break that tippet. That tippet is only like 3 pounds. This fish could easily snap that if it got into the wrong spot. I really don't want this fish to get off either. I just switched to that streamer too. Just did. You're not getting off. Get over here. I just can't let him break it. He's hooked pretty well. I can see this streamer coming out of its mouth. Just have to keep the pressure on him here. Net, 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 net. Oh no. I got him. Oh my gosh. So this trout came up and smashed that streamer. So it is about the size of where it's going to be eating bait fish solely. And this is what it looks like. Let's go real quick. There he goes, off into the water. Wow. Ooh, fish, fish, fish. It's a brown trout, not a big one. Fish on, fish on. It is just controlling my line here. Makes me think it might be a little bit larger than what I think it is. I can't move the fish, but it's not snagged, it's moving itself. I can't let it get over into that snag, I'll lose it. This is definitely not the large brown trout, but it is a brown. It is not a brown, it's a rainbow. All right. I'm gonna show you another example of their teeth. They don't have very large teeth at this small size, but they are still there. Let's get this guy back out in the water, don't wanna harm him. There he goes, took off on his own strength. On, fish on, just gotta hit on the streamer. Oh, all right, this one isn't too big. I need to keep them out of the snags though. I just got to this decent place of water and I was nymphing, which is what I caught the last trout on, but I switched to a streamer trying to catch some brown trout. And it looks like I finally got a brown trout after so many rainbows. But this trout isn't giving up anytime soon, that's for sure. I gotta get him over here and net him. But if you see up there, look at their teeth. Before we hurt him, there he goes. Now that fish, again, obviously couldn't have been the killer, but maybe another one could be.
There's only one more spot in this stream I thought could yield some fish. I went down and fished it for 20 minutes and no bites came off. Nothing hit my nymph and nothing hit the streamer I put on after the nymph. So I decided I had to move to a different spot, but I did not know where to go. The only place I could think of would be a fly stretch. A fly stretch is a place where you can only use a fly rod and it is catch and release. Therefore, the fish should reach a larger size before they are killed by natural causes. At the fly stretch, I hook into a large fish on a nymph, and after a 20-minute fight, it heads upstream, which is unreal for a fish, a trout this size. And I knew at this point this had to be a large trout, possibly the trout Terra, capable of killing a human being.
Oh my gosh.
And this is the picture we took before returning the fish.
Just hold him in the water here, get him all revived up.
Just hold him there, man.
I'm holding, I got him.
I go down to the same spot
there
where
it
I caught
is.
the last fish and immediately hook into another one, and it's jumping out of the water. I've never seen a trout do this before, and I'm astonished.
I'm running a line. I have to fight it, I'm running out of line. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my gosh! Do you think I could work along the bank there, or is it too deep?
Too deep. There.
Running, he's running. Oh my god!
The hook slipped out of the fish's mouth when I couldn't put pressure on it, meaning I lost it. Could this have been the trout Terra? Based off of the size, I believe it could. If the line were to become wrapped around your leg and you were pulled into fast water and unable to sit up, you could drown, meaning this trout could have been a killer.